Hello and welcome back to my channel for something a little bit different than the usual Call of Duty. You're watching via Twitch, like I said. We are starting a new series. I know I'm a little bit late to the party, but we are starting an MLB The Show 21 PS5 version. First next-gen edition of MLB The Show. We are starting a Road to the Show. If you're watching via YouTube, welcome to the debut edition, finally, of Core Sports Gaming. Like I said, starting an MLB The Show series. I will show you real quick the player that we are going to be using. I already made up the character. His name is Guyerson. I'll figure out how to do the loadout stuff once we actually get into our actual road to the show started. But yeah, a potential. I guess they have to be a two-way player rather. Obviously, with a name like that and a look like that, he's going to be a Florida man. 6'1", 215 pounds. Of course, doesn't have any overall bonuses or anything like that yet. Get a closer look at some of his appearances and all that. I'm really pissed off that we don't have Sounds of the Show this year, but I guess that was one of the sacrifices that had to be made to get the game on Xbox. So those of you that have the Series X, Game Pass, Series S, Xbox One, congratulations on finally being able to play probably the best sports series out there. Finally getting a decent baseball game. It's been a while. And yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into our road to the show. We're going to start new. I already made my ball player, so that's all well and good. I wish he was on the Yankees, although I'd have to get rid of most of that hair. I do not, so... Okay, I guess we have to figure out the loadout stuff now. It did not ask me this when I did a test run. So rarity. I think we're gonna go with Slugger, since he is going to be a first baseman as his, fielding position. I don't quite understand any of this stuff yet, so I'll just pick what sounds like makes sense. Power for sure. And then we'll go with, I guess we're gonna need something for pitching probably, right? Or we can probably, I think you can have separate loadouts. We're gonna make a separate one for pitching probably. Definitely don't want this one that lowers power. Contact maybe? Yeah, we'll go with contact. Yeah, I'll give him some shades. Why not? I guess I don't have any, so never mind. Probably have to unlock it. As far as the equipment, we'll change that later. I like to make it the colors of the team I'm on. Obviously, we don't know who we're playing for yet. So, yeah. Well, that should be good then. And it just took me back, okay. Oh, we just gotta pick our rosters now. I downloaded the rosters that actually have named players from the minor leaguers, just to add to the realism and stuff a bit. I like having to be realistic as possible.
With the MLB draft already
and
underway,
looks like we're getting started.
A young prospect shares his expectations with a former coach.
Have you been talking to any particular team guy? I just want to play ball for the club that wants me the most. There is one team I've heard from more than a couple of times. Not really, but I know what type of club I'd like to play for. Like I said, I'd like to keep it as realistic as possible, so I'm not going to choose a club. We'll pick the last option. I guess the first one would make the most sense. No favorite you're pinning your hopes on? No, sir. Let's try for the best. Now, yours to decide anyway, right? I don't want you to type your line. Good luck, son. Alright, who we going to? Please not Tampa Bay. I always seem to end on Tampa Bay.
In your baseball career, what's this world like?
Oh, it's extremely exciting. You know that if you perform, you will get the call.
We've got a developing story here. JP, what are you hearing?
I'm checking the numbers, I'm talking to my sources and my scouts, and they're all telling me, hey, this could actually work. Most of us mere mortals, when we were that age, we were barely chewing gum and walking at the same time, let alone playing the hardest game there is.
Let's see if he's pumping up mentally here to adapt. That's what good players do.
That dream of getting the big leagues is now becoming reality with that one phone call.
Continuing coverage, back to the prospect that we mentioned before the break. There was some surprise, even some criticism of the front office over how early he went off the board. Jonathan Mayo, what do you think of this pick?
Man, I don't think any of us saw this one coming. This definitely feels like a reach to me. I had him more as a day three kind of guy. There was a split camp. A lot of scouts disagreed whether he's better as a pitcher or better as a hitter. I'm guessing the team felt that he's got potential on both sides of the ball, and maybe that adds some value to him. But this made me scratch my head a little bit for sure.
All right, Jonathan Mayo, thanks. What about you, Jim Callis? Was this a head-scratcher or the reach of the draft, as some of the other analysts have suggested?
Yeah, I talked to somebody with the team, and they're excited to get this guy. This is a guy they really want. And the 2 points the club made to me were, one, this whole debate, is he a hitter, is he a pitcher? What are you going to do with him? There was a lot of confusion. This team isn't confused. This team feels like he's got very good potential as a hitter and as a pitcher. They may even try to play him both ways. And they felt like there were a couple other teams that were starting to sniff around this guy. And, this isn't the NFL or NBA draft where you can trade down to get a guy you want. If you want a guy, you have to take him because there's no trades. And they felt like if they didn't take him where they did, somebody else was going to get them. And they just absolutely did not want that to happen.
Jim Callis, we appreciate the time. Thanks.
A minor league manager checks in with one of his men for the young man's development.
Okay, so let's break down everything that just happened. One, of course, we have been drafted by the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Probably wouldn't be my first choice, only because I have nothing against the Angels, but only because offline, of course, I played MLB The Show, Road to the Show last year, and where I spent most of my career was the Angels. I played about 3 seasons there before I got traded to the Braves, and the 3 seasons I went there did not go well. We did not make the playoffs at all, despite having a 99 overall Mike Trout. But I guess we'll see, assuming that we actually play for the Angels, because last year I got traded by a team I got drafted by, which was the White Sox, before I made it to the MLB. We'll see if it goes better this time around. We see the new MLB Network presentation stuff that apparently happens throughout your career, so that's kind of cool. Anyway, so we are going to be playing for a pretty interesting team named the Rocket City Trash Pandas. And we're starting off with a two-way player. Of course, another two-way player probably who inspired this whole two-way system in MLB The Show is Shohei Ohtani. He could potentially be our teammate once we get up to the big leagues. The club is intrigued by your potential as a two-way player, Guy. Do you mean pitching and position play? We're not going to force anything on you long term, but we like to get a look at you at both blades for at least a few games. Sure thing, Skip. Do they have a field position in mind for me? Where do you see yourself playing in the field? I want to be a first baseman, so infield. First base. I'll give you 1 game on the mound, a couple in the field, and then we'll touch base again.
Rolling along with the podcast and back on the prospect who's divided the scouting community, I am opposed to this belief that he went too high. I really think he could be a steal here. This is a guy who's got so much development left to do. He's got so much potential. And I think all the scouts who are down on him think, oh, he's not a finished product. We don't know what he is. That, to me, could be a good thing. He can hit. He can field. He can pitch. There is so much untapped potential so far for this guy. I'm excited to see what he becomes. And certainly as he gets started actually playing, actually being in games, we're going to be able to talk to some other folks who get a better read on him and see what they think. I'm excited for that. And frankly, I'm going to have my eye on him for a while.
So there we are for the first time in our new locker room, Rocket City Trash Pandas, and our new jersey. Jerseys actually look kind of slick. I kind of like the light blue and red there. So that means we can change our equipment to those colors too. We'll do that real quick. I guess there's some black in there too. So glove. I guess we have to go with style 1 until we unlock something else. Probably from Diamond Dynasty. Got the light blue going on. We'll go with that. We'll go with the red. Light blue. Red. Light blue. Looks good. Do something similar for the bat if we can, I guess. We'll have to make this one like black and red, like the lettering in the jersey, since light blue isn't an option. So oh, this part we can make team colors, so maybe we'll make the top part red. Yeah, we'll just do it like inverse of how we did it on the glove. There, that works. Batting gloves, nah. Hat and helmet, it's fine. Oh yeah, we'll use an elbow guard. I don't see any actual red on there, but oh well. Shoes, can we do that? Do the same thing to these. Yeah. I guess it doesn't really matter. Alright, I think we're good now. There we go. Alright, now let's take a look at our roster, see like what our competition is at first base. So, as far as big leaguers, of course, you got Mike Trout, 29 years old, 99 overall, considered one of the best players in baseball today, and for good reason. After that, it kind of drops off a bit. You got Anthony Rendon, 30 years old, 91 overall. You got David Fletcher, a good infielder. He could be in the infield with us. Both Rendon and Fletcher will be in the infield with us, so that's going to be a dangerous infield. Once you have me and make it to the bigs, then you're going to have Rendon at third, Fletcher at second base, and me at first. Our ace pitcher is Dylan Bundy, formerly of the Baltimore Orioles, and they got Andrew Heaney. Of course, got Shohei Ohtani, the two-way pitcher and hitter, which apparently we're going to end up being as well. Our closer is only 80 overall, it's a little bit concerning. Rafael Iglesias, Jose Iglesias, not sure if they're related or not, is a shortstop. Our main competition, one of the men anyway, between us and the bigs is Jared Walsh, only 79 overall, but does have A potential. So we could, I know, I've seen a lot of roads to the shows where it's almost impossible to get caught up to your team at first, your position, if they already have a star player there. This is not the case for the Angels, so we should actually be able to play first base at some point for the Angels. Got a pretty good pitching prospect in 24-year-old Griffin Canning, A potential, 76 overall already. And then let's take a look at our actual pitching lineup, and batting lineup in Double A. So we are not even starting, apparently. We're on the bench. And starter is Jake Gatewood, 59 overall, only 4 in front of us. I just want to do a test real quick. I apologize for the echo, make sure I'm actually being heard. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing, testing. Okay, good. Just want to make sure before I actually go into a game, because last time I tried to do a Road to Show series, I got drowned out by the background. So, yeah. I'm going to turn down some of this atmospheric noise and stuff, though, so that it doesn't end up being a problem later, so just bear with me a moment. Because it's pretty loud, at least on my headset. Music, of course, needs to be down.
Hello, America. I'm Matt Vasgersian, and welcome to the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Your attention, please. A reminder, fans, that all games this season...
Okay, it should be good. Alright, and I think that's everything we need to do. Let's dive into our first game, shall we? Not sure if we're going to be pitching or hitting. Alright, and I think that's everything we need to do. Let's dive into our first game, shall we? Not sure if we're going to be pitching. Oh, and I still didn't mute my stream. That's for your pitch arsenal, guys. That fastball, changeup, curveball. Yeah, that sounds good. That's probably what I would have picked. Thought so. You let me know if you had something else to show me right. Can I develop other pitches? Welcome to Focus Training. This is new, I think. On every off day and in between long stretches of games, Bill, make a choice of what area of your game you want to train. Select a training category, learn about how it will affect you. I don't want to replace any of those, though, so... Okay, this is like... Okay, I guess I did have this last year. As you progress through your career, various facilities will become available to help you train and improve your attributes. These facilities include a batting cage or bullpen, a training facility, and a practice field. Each facility will offer you the ability to increase your attributes even more through special training mini-games. There are plenty of ways to increase the physical game of your player. Make sure to explore your options. Let's see. Let's go with... Well, it seems like I'm a pitcher right now, so... Let's get that fastball up. And we moved up 1 in control and 2 in walks over 9 innings. Alright, so apparently we don't have any games yet in April. May, the real life month, was May 4th. That's only 17 days ago from real life. We're actually batting this game, apparently. We are 7th in the lineup, going up against the Chattanooga Lookouts. On the road, let's start our on-the-field career. We'll go with our regular loadout for now, since we are indeed batting.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Opening night here in this brand new season between the Rocket City Trash Pandas and the Chattanooga Lookouts. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
Those actually look like my Diamond Dynasty jerseys, kind of, for those Lookouts jerseys.
Hunter Green gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, go up against Hunter Green. Let's wait for an extra appearance. Alright, I feel like I'm still being drowned out, so... Alright, still really loud in my ear. I feel like I'm still being drowned out, so...
Hello, America. I'm Matt Vasgersian.
Can I turn down, like, the atmospheric noises and all that?
What's up? This is Mark DeRosa.
There we go.
And now,
I can actually hear him.
he'll get his
No.
first shot with the bat here.
Alright, so we're up 1-0. Man on second, already an RBI opportunity in our very first professional at bat. Let's go.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
And first ever swing is going to be a strike.
Swing and a miss.
This guy's got up to 100 mile per hour fastball. Damn. Yeah, we're going to take one for a ball. That's got a 99 mile per hour fastball. This guy's got to be a top prospect for the, I believe the Reds is their major league team.
Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike two.
Gonna swing on the curveball over the plate, exactly where he put his first pitch, too. Gonna make contact that one, foul.
Just to make contact.
He's really liking that bottom right corner, but I feel like as soon as I go for it, he's gonna change it up on me.
Ready to deliver the 1-2.
And that's exactly what he did. We strike out in our first professional at bat.
Got him with a good high fastball there.
Next appearance. Let the lookouts got on the board. Alright, so looks like we're going to play in the field now. It's 2-1 Trash Pandas, but they have an opportunity to score here with a man on third.
Ready on 1-2. Now a ball lined hard toward
And that's going to go over us. I'm not even sure why they had us actually play this.
He pulls into second safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
I still feel like it's too loud, but whatever. Hopefully you hear me.
Austin
Hendrick.
And that's a fair ball lined to the right side. And the go-ahead runs in to score as they break the tie.
I guess I'm supposed to go where these markers are or something. Oops.
Second with one away.
Alright, so far, not so good. And I'm going to turn... I still feel like I'm being drowned out. I'll have to check the actual stream and all that, but yeah. Yeah.
Stepping up is number 47. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. Fouled off.
And we're going to get decent contact on that, but we're just a little bit late there for another foul. It's 3-2 lookouts.
One pitch on its way. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Another strike.
He had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one. Slowed him
One's
down
going to go over the plate.
That's the cat and mouse.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away.
Hey, usually the second
Foul
time
that
through
one
the order,
off.
You start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's low.
Oh, is this a dinger? Is this a dinger?
Back to back.
No, it's going to get caught.
Has to roam straight back, but he has it
But our
for the
first ball in play in our professional career. Alright, lookouts are starting to run away with this game. It's 6-3, but we do have a man on first. We might want to bunt here. And I think that's what I'm going to try.
First pitch on its way. Bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it.
And we're actually going to get on base for the first time in our career, so that worked out magnificently. We get a single off of a bunt. Our first professional hit. Alright, so we're on base.
0 for 2 on his line thus far. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Really impressive.
And he's going to strike out. Franklin Torres is up next. He's 1 for 2.
You don't get that call from the umpire, but what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Hit in the air to left field. Friedel is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Alright, we need to score in this inning. This man already has 2 triples, so he's having a very good game. Edwin Yan.
Hit softly on the ground to third. He's got it. And the 2-out 3
Unfortunately, he's not going to keep his hot streak going in this game, and we're not going to score. And then they immediately get a homer.
Your attention, please.
Next, here is Michael Ciani. He went down
Lookouts threatening to score again with a man on first and second.
Certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
To second for one.
Double play opportunity, but just a little bit too late. We are going to get one man out. Wait, you didn't credit that as a hit for us before? They're selling that a ground out? We got on base, but okay. Apparently we still haven't had our first professional hit, even though we got on base before. That's a good one, and that's going to drop. That will be our first professional hit.
And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning. Next to stand in is number 2. No hits for him yet in the game, despite his team's offensive onslaught. Oh, and they pulled a string.
Yeah, it's going to be a strikeout.
As he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight. Digging in next, Franklin Torres. He flew out in his last AB. Throw over to the bag. And
oh, we were too late. Shoot. Damn it. And our first ever professional baseball game in Double-A is going to be a loss. We go 1 for 4 with a single. We should have been 2 for 4 because we had a bunt single also, but for some reason it did not count.
4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshow.com.
So we're playing again as a first baseman.
Future stars
playing in the rain this time around.
Minor League Baseball comes your way on the show. We've got baseball on the show. Riley O'Brien out of Idaho will be the starter on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have.
I feel like the commentators are like just as loud, if not louder than me. Eventually I'll get this figured out.
Number 47.
That seems better. First pitch of the game to us is going to be a ball. We got a man on first, 1 out. Could hypothetically bunt again, but we already are up on the count, so. Hey, that's going to be our first professional home run, and it's going deep. We already have our first home run in Double-A for the Rocket City Trash Pandas, and it's going to be a 2-run home run. First hit of the game for the Trash Pandas also. Other man must have walked. And as DJ Rage would say, I'm sure you're going to hear this a lot in my good buddy DJ Rage's stream, I'll do it just this once for this is my first home run. Suck my fatty bitches!
Batting 6, the shortstop, Michael.
And we get a fielding opportunity here, and just going to be an easy infield fly that we almost botched, but we got it. And we are up 4-0. Our teammate also got a 2-run home run. And we got another man on first.
Now batting, number 47.
And this one's going to go straight to the center fielder. And it's pouring rain too, so the fact that we hit a bomb earlier is kind of impressive. But of course, in complete road to the show fashion, nothing ever changes. We completely blow our great start, and now it's 5-4 lookouts. See if we can do something about that here. And it is foggy and pouring now. We're going to throw over changeup almost in the dirt or swing for a strike. Gonna go near the dirt again. This time we're not gonna bite. It's 1-1. He seems to be trying to get me to swing on the ground here. Oh yeah, he's gonna try to make sure I can't hit another bomb and just keep throwing them in the dirt. We're going to do a contact swing, and that one's just going to roll straight over to center fielder for our second hit of the game. And we're going to lead off with a single, and as the go-ahead run. He wants to steal. I'm not exactly a speedster here, but we'll try it. Not a bad, or a pretty bad start is going to lead to an out. We do retake our lead, however. It's 7-5 Trash Pandas. And here's our home run from the second inning. That one's going to go inside for a ball. Going inside again. This time we are going to swing because it was really close, and that was a strike. 1-1. And we are going to get our third hit of the game. Pretty good second game here in Double-A. The runner from third is going to stay, so we're not going to get another RBI, but that's okay. Got ourselves on base and put us in a good scoring opportunity with only one out. And they want us to steal again. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but they're wise to it also. Yeah, they're going to just keep trying to pick me off again. Oi. Another bad jump. Ooh, I thought we may have made it, but nope, we're out. Lookouts get one back at 7-6 Trash Pandas, and we're going to play in the field.
Now batting, left fielder, TJ Friedel.
Possible double play opportunity. No, that one's actually going to be a single that rolls over to the center fielder like we had earlier. And great scoring opportunity for the lookouts with men on first and third and no outs. However, we are going to stop them from scoring apparently, and we are going to bat here in the top of the ninth. 3 for 4 so far, 2 singles, 2 ribbies, and of course that homer. Strike out another pitch in the dirt. They're pitching us very cautiously ever since we got that homer. That one's going to go over the plate, however. Another one. But that one's actually going to be inside, and we are going to strike out. But we do get the victory and a pretty good game in our second Double-A game.
The final line score for our ball game. For the victorious Trash Pandas, 7 runs on 10 hits. No errors, they left 15 runners on base.
And we're playing first base again. I think we're 5th in the rotation, so I'm assuming the last game of the series is going to be the one we pitch. Oh, he's already played, and probably must be as a reliever, and it didn't go very well. We're already up to 4th in the lineup, too.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 47.
This is our second home run. No, but it could be a double for an RBI also. And we're going to get another good start, this time with a RBI double. Nearly our second homer to the same location as the previous night's game also. And the Trash Pandas getting the board first thanks to good old Guy Guyerson. Our teammate's going to get on as well with a walk. 2 on, but 2 out.
Batting sixth, the center fielder, number 3.
May as well go for it. And that is going to be caught for an out, but we are going to get the Trash Pandas on the board first with a double RBI. And our teammate got a homer right before we came up to the plate, so it's 2-0 Trash Pandas.
Now batting, number 47.
Another one in the dirt for a ball. And is this one going to get through? No, it's going to go to the second baseman for an easy ground out. Another RBI opportunity here. Men in second and third, 2 out. Trash Pandas up 3-0. And you guessed it, another one in the dirt that we're going to swing at. And another one towards the bottom of the plate, but this one is going to stay in, of course, for a strike. Way outside. That was an ugly swing. We're going to strike out here. Fielding opportunity for us here.
Now batting, the first baseman, Wilson. See ya.
And that one's going to get through. We just can't quite react in time. And the Lookouts are going to get on the board for make a 3-1 ball game. Another lead.
Now batting, third baseman, Bell.
Going for a bunt here. And we're just going to go for the easy out, which I think, did we botch it? No, we didn't. And the Lookout's just running away now. It's 8-3.
Now batting, number 47.
Yeah, probably with the score the way it is, probably the smart play is going to have to beat a bunt here. So we're going to try it. We're going to get out, but we are going to succeed in moving our teammate up to second. So sack bunt. We do get one back. It's 8-4 with a great scoring opportunity for us. Bases loaded. 1 out.
Now batting, number 47.
We could get a grand slam here. That would tie the game. am going to go for a power swing here to try to do just that. And it's going to be an ugly one. We're not going to get the homer, but we are going to score at least one teammate, maybe two, as he does a terrible job of fielding that hit. And it's going to be 8-6, cutting that deficit in half. And we're going to get 2 more RBIs. We're off to a great start in our Double-A career. Already, I believe, 5 RBIs. They want to steal again. I don't think that's the right call, but we get a good jump this time. But a good throw as well, and we're still going to be out. We just don't quite have the speed to steal a base. We do get 1 more run, but it's not going to be enough. The Lookouts are going to take that win 8-7. So Admiral will come back, a decent game for us. 3 RBIs, but a loss. And apparently we do not have the option of playing the next game, so series must be over. Might have just been a 3-game series. I thought it was 5. Apparently we unlocked a Diamond Dynasty reward. I hope it's Bradwick.
We hear all the time from people around the game that Double-A is where you start to see the breaking balls that are really set apart from what you've seen before. That can be a big challenge for a young hitter.
Absolutely, and I think when you think back to some of the pitchers that I faced, some of the guys that you face in the big leagues for 5, 6, 10 years, you're thinking, man, I saw him somewhere. Yeah, it was Double-A, because when you see most prospects of any organization, they pretty much go to Double-A just to get themselves over that hump and get ready for the league.
You had a breakout season at the Double-A level yourself. What was it about you that enabled you to have that kind of campaign?
I was very confident, and I thought, if the confidence could just stay with me consistently, which is very hard to do at any level of baseball because it's a game of failure. I just try to be consistent every night, whether it was defensively, offensively. Just bring something to the table. Go home with something where you felt good, and I didn't have to think about that game when I went to sleep.
A Double-A hitting coach touches base.
Alright, so after another MLB Network cutscene, we get our hitting coach talking to us. Guy, if you're looking to maximize your development as a hitter, the batting cage is open on off days too. Good to know. Thanks. Your off days are your own, but every bit of extra time you can commit to developing your bat skills will make a difference. Give it a try. And it showed our stats for a quick minute and then kicked us right back. That was weird. Alright, so we starting another series now? Okay, so what? Oh no, we are still in a series with them. So I don't know why it kicked us out. Probably for the MLB Network thing, unless we're pitching next game. I think we're pitching next game. No, that's Jake Kochanowicz. We are pitching the 5th game in the series, as I predicted. So it's actually a 6-game series with Chattanooga, and then we have a home and home, 3 away, 3 home with Tennessee. And then same for Pensacola, same for Birmingham. Okay, it is a home and home. Apparently every series is a home and home. 3 on the road, 3 at home. So now we get 3 home games with Chattanooga when we were on the road. Okay, I get it now. Alright, so playing 3 more against the Lookouts, this time on our own home turf for the first time. And we are the designated hitter this time around. I'm okay with that. Ain't a huge fan of playing in the field anyway, so. Kinda cool, already up to 4th too, then maybe it won't be too long in Double-A then if they're already got us batting in cleanup. I don't even know where Rocket City is. Apparently in the South, we're playing in the Double A South, but it is in Madison, Alabama. Kind of cool name for a city. Or a team, I guess. Alright, so we're off to a good start. 462, 1 home run, 5 RBI. I am playing on the hardest difficulty, by the way. I'm not on bitch mode. Sorry, Dalton. I had to. And we're going to take that one outside for a strike. That one's going to go in the dirt for a ball. Man on first, still no score. Ooh, I was hoping that one's going to come in, but stays above the plate for another strike. Inside for a ball. Bring the count back even. And that one's going to go over the plate as well. Definitely pitching me cautiously, and I fell for it for a strikeout. Look out, jump out to a 1-0 lead as we get our second at bat. We'll get our first dynamic challenge. We'll just keep it safe for now and go for a single since there's nobody on. And that one could have been a bomb if I would have had better timing, but it's going to be late and go foul. Another one towards the middle that could have been a bomb had we had better timing. He's giving us gifts and we're just not capitalizing. That one's going to go in the dirt for a ball. And that one goes over the plate for a strikeout. We are not having a very good first home game. Look out, jump up to a 4-0 lead. We are already in the bottom of the 7th. This game is going very fast. Our whole team has one hit. This Matt Ball guy over here is dealing. And that one goes in the dirt for a strike. Barely inside for another strike. Let's just go for simple contact hit this time around. At least try to get a hit for our team. And we strike out again. A terrible, terrible home debut so far. But we managed to come back and make it 4-4. We could get the first lead of the game for our team here and redeem ourselves for our first 3 at-bats. Let's try to drive in a run. Redemption opportunity here. New pitcher, so maybe we'll have a better luck against him. They're really liking those inside fastballs. That one inside again, but nearly hitting me that time around. They loved our inside fastballs. Ooh, that was right where I wanted it to, but just way too late. Another near hit by pitch. Actually, it would have been good because I would have loaded the bases, but instead we get a full count. We're going to make contact to stay alive in the out bat. Another foul. And went inside of the fastball again. This time we made contact, but it's going to go straight to the right fielder. At least we didn't strike out, I guess. Extra innings, but the Lookouts took an 8-5 lead. However, we do have an opportunity to come back. Men on first and second. Or I guess a man just in second.
The designated hitter, number 47.
One and one count. That wasn't a full swing. Are you kidding me? Whatever. 1-2 count. Another one out to the right fielder. Runner will advance to third. And we take an 8-5 loss, and our worst game thus far of our career, and I think we're pitching the next game.
For the victorious Lookouts, 8 runs on 8 hits. No errors, they left
We are...
on base.
I don't want to use my default loadout, or can I change it? I guess not, so we're going to be going with a hitting loadout to pitch. This may not be good. Alright, so our first game as a pitcher. Let's see how it goes. Our first batter is Robbie Tenarowitz.
The second baseman, Robbie Tenarowitz.
And our first ever pitch as a AA pitcher is going to be a strike. I'll go with a curve here. And that one's going to go in the dirt and be a ball. Nearly fooled him, but fastball just over the plate for a strike, 1-2. And that one's going to go to the second baseman. And our first ever batter face is going to be a ground out. Michael Ciani, who's 545 so far, going for a bunt with no one on. He must be really fast then. We're playing in the rain as well, which is actually kind of in our favor. Yet another one that goes in the dirt for a 2-1 count. That one fouled off. And the first baseman who's taken my place since I'm pitching kind of screwed me up there, waiting too long to react to that play. And runner is a speedster and is going to advance to second. And that super fast runner they have is going to score and make it 1-0 Lookouts. Not off to a very good start as a pitcher.
The first baseman, Wilson Garcia.
And nearly giving up a homer, but it's going to go foul. Outside. I thought that was over the plate, but they're saying it's a walk.
The catcher.
And I thought that one was outside, but they're saying that was in for a strike. Okay. Not sure what's up with this ump. Alright, he fouls that one off, so we got him 0-2. We need a strikeout or an out here. And it's going to be a fly out, but that is going to advance a runner to third. First pitch for a strike. Yet another one in the dirt. Our fastball is really slow, only 88 miles per hour. Gee, definitely gotta get that up. Alright, so we minimize the damage there after a bad start, and Lookouts jump out to a 1-0 lead. Unfortunately, the batters are not going to help us get that run back, and it's still 1-0 as we go into the second inning.
Leading off for Chattanooga, the left fielder, number 17.
Leading off with a strike. That one chased for another strike. Either wants to retire the entire side. We'll see. That one's going to be put in play, but I believe it's going to be an out, and it is a fly out to the left fielder. So unfortunately, we do not get our first strikeout, but hey, an out's an out. And that one's going to probably be at least a double. And this guy's a speedster, so it might even be a triple. And indeed it is. We give up a triple and fail our challenge. Another scoring opportunity for the Lookouts. Another bad call by the ump. And we get the batter out, but the runner is going to score. It's 2-0 Lookouts. And that one's going to go foul. One count. 1-2. Are we going to get our first strikeout here? That one goes foul to keep the batter in play. And we get our first strikeout. An inside fastball. Can our teammates make up some ground for him and help me out here? They will not. And we go into the third inning down 2-0 to the Lookouts. That one is going to be a ball. This is that really fast player of theirs that got their first run for them, Michael Ciani. Be nice to get some revenge and strike him out. We have an opportunity to do that here. And we'll do just that. We are starting to come back from our slow start with 2 straight strikeouts. And this is to one of their better hitters as well.
Now batting, the third baseman, Brantley.
And another strike. We are rolling now. That one, however, might break up our little hot streak we got going. No, it goes to the center fielder for an out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Wilson
And that one went nowhere close to where I was aiming. Going for a curve here with a 1-1 count, and that one also, the curveball just way too inaccurate. Gonna have to fix that as well, and that fastball velocity. Can't give away with a mid-80s fastball, especially once we get to the higher levels. That gave him a gift there, but thankfully he only fouled it away. Oh, this is gonna have a tough at bat, racking up the pitch count off this one. But in the end, is going to result in a strikeout, our third of the game. And unfortunately, our batters still fail to help us out at all, and it's still 2-0 Lookouts as we go into the fourth inning.
Here's the first pitch to him. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
First pitch is going to be a strike.
Seared down the first baseline. This will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now.
Going for our fourth K. And it's going to be put in play for probably a double. This isn't one of their faster runners, but still, he's going to make it up to the second plate. He thought about swinging, but held up, and it's going to go for a strike. This one should be an out, and it is. But the runner, even though he was not a fast runner, is able to make it to third, thanks to that bad fielding by our right fielder. And thankfully, our second baseman is going to be able to pick that out of the air to keep the runner from scoring. This man had a triple earlier, and he's going to try to bring in that runner on third. And then he's going to foul that one off for a strike. Ooh, right in the ass. Another wayward curveball is going to cause a hit by pitch. And this is going to be bad. They're going to score at least one here. This is not a good first start as a pitcher. 4-0 Lookouts.
The batter, the second baseman, Robbie Teneros.
Definitely need a lot of work on our pitching stats if they're going to keep using us as a pitcher as well as a fielder. Change-ups and curveballs just go whatever they want. Our fastballs are way too slow. Alright. Hey, we get a lot of help though. It's now only a 1-run lead for the Lookouts. 4-3 ball game as we head into the fifth inning. Michael Ciani, the man who scored first for them and their fastest players, up to the plate again. We struck him out earlier, and this time he's going to get a fly out to left fielder.
Now batting, the third baseman, Brantley Bell.
Oh, almost a beautiful catch, but instead it's going to be an out. Makes up for the botched dive there with a great throw to second, and we are going to get the out instead of them getting a double.
Now batting, the first baseman, Wilson Garcia.
There's a base hit on the line.
and they get a single there. Man on first with one out.
Now batting, catcher, Chris.
Basically, he's just throwing only fastballs at this point. I don't pitch coming line. I'm going to try another curve, but $20 says it's going to go nowhere near where I put it. Actually did for once. Wow. I guess I owe myself $20. And that one's going to go foul. And because I thought we only had one out, but apparently we had two when we get out of the inning. And it looks like we're going to be taken out of the game here with a 4-3 Lookouts lead. We'll see if our teammates can help us avoid taking our first loss. They did not. There were no scoring from that point. We are going to take the L here in our first loss. I'm not sure why it's showing us in a Lookouts uniform, unless we just got traded in them. But anyway, we pitched 5 innings. We gave up 7 hits. We had 3 strikeouts. We walked 1, and we gave up 4 runs. So not great, not terrible, but about an average start. And of course, taking a loss is not good. So yeah. Like we did progress quite nicely as a hitter. A little bit as a pitcher, and like not at all as a fielder. Alright, so I feel like this is a good place to call it. Maybe we'll do like a series, an episode or something, just so they don't take too long. I don't want to try to be uploading like 2-3 hour replays to YouTube, so I'm going to try to keep them at around an hour, and we're at an hour and 8 minutes right now. So, I guess we have one more game with Chattanooga. Let's go ahead and do the one more game with Chattanooga, and then we'll end the episode. And then episode 2 will be the home and home with the Tennessee Smokies.
It's actually happening. The organization has decided to try him as both a position player and as a pitcher. They're really trying it here at the AA level. Jonathan Mayo of MLB Pipeline is with me. Jonathan, do you think this can work?
I mean, can it work, Ben? Yeah, of course it can work. It hasn't worked all too often. There are more and more teams who are trying to make it work. Most of these guys as amateurs were two-way players. They don't specialize usually until later on, and often they choose one or the other. You see more and more teams really making an effort to let players do both, to see maybe one jumps to the foreground on its own organically. It's awfully hard just because of the amount of work that you have to put in to excel either as a hitter and position player or as a pitcher. Naturally, some work is going to be taken away from one or the other if you're splitting your focus. And that's why we haven't seen it too often. Guys have to be tremendous athletically to be able to do both. The work ethic has to be off the charts. It's happened a couple of times at the major league level, but it's few and far between. So I'm really interested to see if it's going to work out in this case.
A prospect receives a check-in from his agent, who wants to make sure his client's career is being launched in a way that suits the young man's goals and ambitions.
Some of baseball's future stars will be on display as the show's coverage of the AA South is on the air. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Chattanooga Lookouts and the Rocket City Trash Pan. Jose Rodriguez, the right-hander from Venezuela. So next to hit is number 47.
Batting fourth,
He readies for his
the
first
designated hitter, number 47.
From the stretch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. So, guys, our visitors, as they take the field following a scoreless top half. Tough to complain about the start they're off to. 4 wins in their first 5 games.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, Dero, it's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday, and to close it off with a win here and a sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Fouled off. The 0-2 once more is swung on and missed. He got him. We've played an inning. No score here on the show.
Sorry, I just realized my mic was muted for the last 2 minutes. So we're playing this last game before we end the episode. I was awkward. I've been talking to myself for the last 2-3 minutes anyway. So Chattanooga has won 4 out of 5 games so far in the series. We're trying to get one back before the end.
He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
1-1 so far. Facing their ace once again with the 100-mile-per-hour fastball and a nasty slider, changeup, and curve as well. He's got to be one of their top prospects. Because he's got like MLB level stuff already. 2-2 count. Fouled off to stay alive in the at-bat as we go for a contact swing. Oh, and another one of those heaters that's which apparently struck out a bunch of our teammates and said he had 6 Ks. Yeah, our teammates only have 2 hits so far, but they only have 4 themselves. It's 0-0 in the bottom of the 7th. Both of the aces are having great games. Another ugly swing. We're just going to go for a contact swing here. Another strikeout, showing getting frustrated here. And bottom of the 8th, we have gotten on the board, and we have an opportunity to move up that runner on first, if not score him. Oh, that could have been good had I not timed it too early. Oh, we got a gift there. It looked like it was in, but they call it a ball. Just on the corner there for a strike. Just outside the plate for a ball. Oh, we swing at one in the dirt for a strikeout. And we have a terrible game, but we get the win, so that's good at least.
The final line score for our ball game for the victorious Trash Pandas.
Alright, so, we had 4 strikeouts too. Jesus Christ, that was a terrible game. Well, we started off hot, and then apparently we're like a road warrior or something, because we played great on the road. But then we were terrible at home, both as a pitcher and a hitter. Guy, getting in the right bullpen work between appearances will be essential to what kind of pitcher you become. Of course, thanks, Coach. What you choose to focus on in your bullpen work is what you'll get better at, pure and simple. Alright, so we're going to wrap up the episode here, as I was saying when I was muted earlier. I'm going to try to keep the episodes around an hour or so, probably do a series per episode once we get to the MLB and we don't have 6-game series anymore. Or maybe even AAA, we'll maybe do 2 series an episode, but for now we'll just stick to the one while we're playing the 6-game home and home series. We'll take a look at our stats this far. Saying we're on the bench, but then we end up being in the lineup every game anyway, so I don't know. So far we're playing decent. We have 1 home run, 5 RBIs, and 273. That's about average. Definitely not bad for a start, though our last few games we did terrible. Still, turns out to be a pretty good start in our first ever series of AA. Then as a pitcher, we are still 5th in the rotation. We took the loss. We pitched 5 innings. We have 3 strikeouts, 7.20 ERA, not pretty at all, and 1.60 WHIP, whatever that means. So we're going to call it here. And the next episode, we will be taking on the Tennessee Smokies. I believe they are the AA affiliate of the Chicago Cubs. We start off with 3 at home, and then we play 3 away at Tennessee. So, might go ahead and do episode 2 later tonight as well, but we're going to go ahead and end it for now. If you're watching on Twitch, which doesn't seem like anybody is now, but maybe the VOD. If you're watching on Twitch, be sure to follow and hit the notification bell so you're notified when I live stream this Road to the Show series. If you're watching on Core Sports Gaming, be sure to hit that sub button and the notification button there as well. We'll be posting replays of all the Twitch live streams here on Core Sports Gaming. Hope you enjoyed. There'll be lots more in the road ahead as we move up the Los Angeles Angels organization as Mr. Guyerson, everybody's favorite guy. And until episode number 2, this is Corey from AAB Silver Core on Twitch and Core Sports Gaming on YouTube, signing off.